beauties, Nastassja here, also known as Keto Jamaican Girl. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here on this channel, I share keto tips, keto tricks, and a lot of keto recipes full of flavor. If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and click that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you can see every time I upload my new videos. So guys, I'm back with another what I eat in a day. I'm out running errands and doctor's appointments, and I just wanted to check in before I started showing you guys all the food. Life has just been super hectic over the past couple of weeks, and these are the times when I usually like fall off the keto wagon, because when I get stressed, I like to stress eat because food makes me feel good. But I've actually been doing really well. I've been staying on top of my intermittent fasting, and it also helps that I've been super busy because I literally don't have time to eat like I probably would have wanted to. Like right now, I have a whole bunch of like doctor's appointments that I have to catch up with the family because of COVID. I kind of put off all of or canceled a lot of our doctor's appointments because we didn't want to be in anybody's office or around anybody, you know, because of COVID. But it's coming to the end of the year. We're paying a significant amount of money for our insurance, so we have to get back on top of all of our doctor's appointments. So that's what we're doing, playing catch up. So it's been a lot of doctor's appointments. In addition to the doctor's appointments, Caleb, the 2-year-old, has now potty trained himself. This is usually something that's supposed to be good news, but Caleb is not saying, hey, I need a pee. He's just pulling off his diaper or his pull-up and doing what he needs to do. He's not announcing it. He's not at a stage where he can communicate clearly that he needs to use the bathroom. He's just doing everything on his own. So he's pulling off his protective wear and he's going where he sees fit. First, he was just peeing wherever. Now he's learning that he's supposed to go in his potty. But now, in addition to going in his potty, he wants to empty his own potty. So he's not saying anything to anybody. He'll just be really quiet, do his business, and then proceed to empty his potty. And he goes to the right place to empty it, but there can be accidents and spills, if you know what I mean. So I'm very thankful that my 2-year-old has decided, he's not even 2 yet because his birthday's, he's turning, when this video comes out, he'll probably be 2, depending on what time I get this video out. But he's barely 2, just turning 2, and potty trained himself. My 4-year-old, I'm homeschooling him. He's now learning to read, but I'm realizing that he's very hard on himself, and if he realizes that he's going to mess up with something, he'd rather not go for it. So I've been working through that with him. So homeschooling and, you know, dealing with a 4-year-old, learning math and reading, that has been a challenge, but he's super smart and it's bringing us closer. You know, getting to know my son, getting to know his little quirks. And I also have my 13-year-old Kanaya, who is in middle school now, and homeschooling her as well. She has teachers, so well, I wouldn't call it homeschooling. I'm going to call it remote learning because she has teachers who are teaching her, but all the supplemental work and all the home stuff is I have to come in and fill that void that she would probably be getting at school. And not only that, she's not really at school interacting with her friends, so I have to fill in that social aspect for her as well. So I got to sip all the 8th grade drama with her and, you know, kind of be intentional about her having that socialization aspect. So all of that, in addition to catching up with doctor's appointments and my own issues, because I have my own things I got to deal with too. So dealing with all of that, I haven't been working out like I would want to, and I'm just trying to just like get my to-do list shortened. So it's been a lot, but I'm not stressed. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for my family. You know, life is going well. It's just a lot going on at once, and I know that these are usually the times when I fall off, but it's actually going well. That's the end of all of that. It's actually going well. I'm gonna be staying on track today as well. I have some interesting little foods today that I want to try, so that's why I'm bringing you guys in on my what I eat in a day for today. It's gonna be good, so you definitely want to stick with it. And guys, tell me, how is your year going? I know we're coming down to the end of the year, and a lot of people they either start working on goals for the next year or they start analyzing the past year and how much they have or haven't done. So let me know, how are you guys doing? How is your year going? How are your goals going? Have you achieved any goals? Are there any specific goals that you do want to work on? And I would love to hear them, because I would love to encourage you. I would love for you to encourage me. I'll pray about it. If there's anything specific you guys want me to pray about that's been like heavy on your hearts that has happened to you this year, I'm available for that too. But yeah, let's go on now to my what I eat in a day, and I'll see you guys at my first meal. Today I'm going to be breaking my fast with an acai bowl, and I'm going to be adding some mixed berries to it to also add some flavor and some coconut cream. But I just wanted to tell you about the acai berry. So I found out that it's full of fiber, it's low carb, low sugar, perfect for the keto way of eating, and it has vitamin A, vitamin B1, B2, B3, B6, vitamin C, vitamin E. Just a super healthy berry. It has so many antioxidants. It's good for anti-aging properties, and I think I mentioned the fiber as well, which is going to keep us full. So I am so excited to try this because it just goes perfect with the keto way of eating, and if it does taste good, it's going to be a staple in my keto way of eating, because having fruit is something that we tend to miss in our keto way of eating, so this would be a perfect way to get some of that in. I just wanted to show you guys here the back of my coconut cream, just to show you that this is one that does not have added sugars. You have to be careful with buying coconut cream, because a lot of them add sugar to it, but I was happy to find one at Trader Joe's that does not have additional sugar. So this is what we're going to use to just liquefy our frozen berries, and let's go and make this acai bowl. I'm just so excited. So the package came with more than one packet of frozen acai berries. So I'm going to take one packet out and let it rest in the water just to melt down a little bit. I'm not going to melt it all the way, just a little bit to help with the blending process. And then I'm going to head over to my blender. Now I'm going to add my semi-frozen packet of acai berries to my blender. Then I'm going to add half a cup of frozen berries and mixed berries, and then I'm going to add the coconut cream, just a splash, just to help it liquefy. And this is the consistency that I'm going for, like I want to say like a custard, but it's like a froyo. That's what I got from that. And now it's ready to go in the bowl, and I spread it all out. Now to our acai berries, I'm going to have to sweeten it because I got the unsweetened one to protect our ketosis. So I'm going to add 2 packets of stevia there, and it was just the perfect amount. To our acai bowl, I'm going to add some solar granola. You guys know that's the low carb granola that I love to use. And I'm also going to add some unsweetened coconut flakes. That's for added fat and for some crunch. And I'm also going to add some chia seeds, I never say it right, but that's for additional fat and fiber, just to keep this bowl super healthy. And then I'm going to add about a tablespoon of almond butter, and that's going to help with the flavor, just to contrast the sweetness of our berries. And this is my keto acai bowl. I want to make sure I say this right. This acai bowl is so good. Oh my gosh. This is really good. The berries with the almond butter, it's so good. I'm gonna go sit at the table and eat this properly, and I'll see you guys at my next meal. So for dinner tonight, I want to make some stuffed bell peppers, but I need to make sure that all of my contents are full of flavors. So first, I'm going to season up my shrimp. My chicken has already been seasoned. So far, I put some all-purpose seasoning, and now I'm adding some garam masala. And to that, I'm going to add some Slap Your Mama seasoned salt, and that's to give, my shrimp a good kick, because I want a whole lot of flavor in this dish. And after I finish seasoning up my shrimp, I'm going to let it marinate until I'm ready to cook it. So to let the flavors get in a little, I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil and just massage all of those flavors into my shrimp. So this is my first time cooking with chicken sausages. They caught my eye when I was shopping at this grocery store in my neighborhood called Lidl. They have no antibiotics, none of those extra stuff that a lot of the regular sausages that we tend to eat have. So I decided to go with that. So I'm going to cut these up as part of my prep for my keto stuffed bell peppers. Now to my hot cast iron skillet that has olive oil in it, I'm going to start frying up my boneless chicken thighs that I had pre-seasoned. If you're interested in how I season my chicken, I'll leave a link down below, but you guys know I always have a bag of chicken always seasoned and ready to go. So here I have my boneless chicken thighs, and that's what I'm going to use for our keto stuffed bell peppers. So I'm going to cook these chicken thighs up, make sure that my flavor is sealed in, and then we'll go on to start preparing our sausages and shrimp. Now in the same pot that I cooked up my chicken, I'm going to use the same juices and oil to start cooking up my chicken sausages and my shrimp. And these aren't going to take any time because shrimp cooks really fast and the sausages take no time at all to cook as well. So I'm just going to fry these up, and then I'm going to add my shrimp, and then we're well on our way to making our delicious keto stuffed bell peppers full of flavor. Now while I let my shrimp and sausages rest for a bit, I'm going to cut up my boneless chicken thighs into bite-sized pieces so that they're small enough to stuff into our keto stuffed bell peppers and leave enough room for everything to fill up our peppers. So now I'm going to turn my heat back on low and mix everything up, and then to that I'm going to add about half of an onion cut up just for more flavor and some crunch. We're almost ready to stuff our peppers, but I'm going to add one more element, which is our cauliflower rice. So I warmed up a bag of cauliflower rice and I squeezed out all of the excess water, as I've done with my cauliflower hash browns, and I've done it I think for my keto sushi. So you guys know how I do that, so I'm not showing it, but I squeezed out all of the excess water so that our contents are not soggy. Now to all of this goodness, I'm going to go ahead and add some diced tomatoes with green chilies just for a little spice and also for some freshness. So I'm going to open this can now and add it, and then mix it all up, and we'll be well on our way to making our keto stuffed bell peppers full of flavor. Can't wait to eat it. Oh my gosh. So that was our last ingredient for our stuffing. So I'm just going to mix this all up on low heat, and we'll be ready to stuff our peppers. So we're one step closer. Now it's time to stuff the peppers. So I took my pot over to my peppers, and these peppers were washed beforehand. You guys know I wash my veggies in apple cider vinegar, and I'm just using a spoon here to pack all the contents in as much as possible. Don't leave any empty spaces, just to make sure there's a sufficient amount of filling for each person when they get their peppers. This meal is for my entire family. You guys know I try to make keto meals that will be good for me in terms of staying in ketosis, and also yummy for my family to enjoy without them knowing they're being fed low carb dinners. So this is one of those dinners, and they love it. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish stuffing all of these peppers, and then we'll go on to our final steps. So off camera, I went ahead and added some provolone cheese slices to each of my peppers, and I'm going to pop them in the oven at about 400 degrees for about 10 or 15 minutes, just until the cheese is melted and my peppers have softened a bit. So this is what our keto stuffed bell peppers look like coming out of the oven. I also put some extra filling on my plate because the peppers can only hold but so much, and I know I'm going to want more. So I put some more of the filling on my plate, and I'll probably even go for seconds. We'll see. But yes, this is my keto dinner, and I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll see you back if I decide to eat something else. My husband was sitting beside me snacking, and the temptation was getting real, so I went and got a quarter cup of macadamia nuts, a quarter cup of almonds, and some of the Lily's white chocolate chips, and I made a little salty and sweet snack for myself so that I do not reach over and snack on what he's snacking. So this is going to be my little nightcap, and yeah, this is definitely it for the day. If you stuck with me to the end of my whole entire what I eat in a day, please go ahead and throw up those muscle emojis just to show me that you're riding with the Goody Crew and supporting the channel. For those of you who have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit that like button. It helps my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.